Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports crew as we bring you high school basketball here on the Zone. This is actually a game that was delayed from last Friday due to the inclement weather we had, so we're actually recording it now on Tuesday. And if you're watching this game, you're watching it on Saturday evening here on Zone TV. We'd like to thank you for joining us. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. It has now got very dark in here, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we're going to come back right after this.
Used Automotive at 5907 Lucasville Medford Road in Medford is a buy here, pay here car lot, which specializes in cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by AJ's and visit with Aaron, Jody, and Brian. They'd love to work with you. Check out AJ's Used Automotive on Facebook, where you'll be able to see pictures of all the vehicles on the lot. AJ's Used Automotive is located right beside of the Muletown Mini Mart, and AJ's by AJ's Used Automotive, a buy here, pay here car lot.
Located in the heart of downtown Portsmouth is the area's oldest pawnbroker, B&B Loan. No matter what you're looking for, it's probably come through the doors of B&B at some point in time. With a large selection of jewelry, TVs, tools, DVDs, musical instruments, and did I mention jewelry? B&B has the largest collection of pre-owned jewelry featuring many popular and one-of-a-kind pieces. No matter what you're looking for, shop local first by coming into B&B Loan, located near the Esplanade at 837 Gallia Street in Portsmouth.
And we're back, getting ready for the tip-off here as the Green Bobcats are being entertained by the New Boston Tigers. We got a very tall one out there. What is that, number 24 for the Tigers?
Yeah, Tyler Caldwell, senior, 6'7", and that's a young man who's going places. This young man is going to play at the next level, and more than likely, so will Mr. Sexton, Kyle Sexton, number 13 for the New Boston Tigers. Right away, Caldwell from three, likes to shoot from that side of the floor from behind the arc.
You know,
Green pushing the ball down the floor in transition, really important part of their game tonight. School level, you're going to see him really kind of devoted to the pivot area, but you know, he's a guy that can pull you outside and take you with the dribble. He's got a lot of skills.
That's it.
So at the line here, Gage Sampson with the first of 2 free throws. And the second one goes down as well. Green up 2-0 early. As the game progresses, we'll talk a little bit about each of these teams. We've seen both of them in action this year. New Boston just a few weeks ago against Notre Dame in kind of a ho-hummer. Notre Dame really didn't give them too much. And then we saw the Bobcats in Franklin Furnace, and that was against East with pretty much the same result.
That was a shootout there for three-pointers.
Nice shot in there.
You know?
Again by Gage Sampson. Speaking of which game?
The East and Green game.
The East game.
Remember, we had a lot of threes from the side from both teams.
And speaking of three, right there, number 13, Kyle Sexton lights it up from downtown. New Boston showing some press, and a good press will force turnovers. A bad throw right there across corner, and just overthrows his target out of bounds. Tiger basketball. New Boston Tigers coached by Adam Cox. The Green Bobcats at the helm is Dirk Holler.
A lot of you may remember Adam Cox from Zone Football a couple years ago, as he was one of our commentators. So big shout out to Adam there with his
Another missed shot there by Caldwell too. Coach Holler stated, you know, he had a few goals in mind, what he had to do to win this game, and you know, he really kind of had to sit on Caldwell. Let Sexton score his points, stay in front of the guards, but not let Caldwell kill you. Caldwell's getting a lot of touches early. Nice back cut there. That's Mal Potts.
There we go.
Down the lane. And when you collapse on one person, that leaves somebody else open. So a nice drive down the lane, and Potts now with a steal on the opposite end of the floor. Good pass to the middle, cut to the inside, and Caldwell again off the mark. from the corner, and that's inside the 3 line. Tate Carver, good for 2. This game is going to move very, very quickly.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Potts now with the 3. 5 points on the night. And the press continues to haunt the Furnace team here early on. New Boston running the floor. Nice pass to the backside.
They are rocking it.
They're going to have to probably call a timeout to collect themselves here.
They are rocking it.
They just play so well on this home floor. You know, those transition baskets and fast breaks, they're tough to defend.
They sure are.
So fouled on that shot, Jerome McKinley, number 32, is a 5'10 freshman. This will be his 5th point now on the game. 13-6, New Boston up early. And again, Bobcats having a hard time with this press.
Big
a
shot.
Forced shot.
No good. Back up.
Good rebound,
No good.
but a little worried about the defense behind him. Puts it up one-handed, puts an angle up there, and a missed shot there, 21. That's Zach Huffman. They got to make those.
They have to.
These teams rank 3rd and 4th in the SOC, respectively.
Man.
And that's Tyler Caldwell with his first basket of the evening. Won't be his last. And this is the way you break a press.
There we go.
They actually did a good job that time, and Caden Blizzard there on the backside waiting to get fouled instead of just taking the layup.
Yeah.
That might be important for them too. If they could actually get New Boston in foul trouble, that would be huge.
That would be.
Blizzard off the mark on the front end, and unfortunately when that happens it makes you think maybe I should have taken the layup.
Yeah.
New Boston is very good. They're very well-rounded. They've got some bench, and we got to push underneath. That's going to go against Gage Sampson. Saw that from the next county. Boxed out, pushed from underneath to get the rebound. But Green really needs to see if they can't get Caldwell and Sexton on the bench. They can handle the rest of this team, but those two are tough. Caldwell off the glass, too strong. And just taken away from him. Blizzard got a piece there and a pretty good no call. A little bit of a flop there. There might have been a slight bit of contact, but not too much. Those no calls are few and far between. No look pass there. That's going to go off Potts out of bounds to the Bobcats. Both these teams have played very well throughout the year. Like I say, one's ranked 3rd. The Tigers and Green not far behind them in 4th place. And the directional schools, both Eastern and Western, are in 1st and 2nd. New Boston staying with that box and 1. 3-quarter pressure. Off the front there from 3-point land was Tanner Kimbler. Tanner Kimbler, the missing link of this Bobcat squad throughout half of this season. He had an injury and missed most of December.
Nice recovery. Oh!
Nice shot there, McKinley.
That's it.
7 points now. Kimbler, not a big kid, but very capable of putting 30 points up on you. He's done it several times this year. And the losses that Green have had have predominantly come during those weeks they didn't have Kimbler.
Well,
Pivot and second step.
Yep. Well, this has been a good year for Green Athletics. You know?
Oh, absolutely, across the board.
Their football season was really good, you know.
Well, and, you know, I got to throw this out there, too. Coach Dan McDavid's baseball team, very, very good. 2 of the ball players on this team right here are one's going to get a scholarship to play at Shawnee State, and the other one will probably get a baseball scholarship as well, Tate Carver.
That's awesome.
So Tanner Kimbler is actually a heck of a baseball player. As we get a traveling call there on Caldwell, and Carver apparently is a very good player as well. He's fielding scholarship offers now, which is a good word to use, fielding for baseball scholarship.
Sure.
Hope he doesn't commit an error there.
I hope not.
Choose the wrong school, I suppose.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of opportunities downfield for him.
It's a big field.
That's it.
Nice kiss off the glass, and that is Tanner Kimbler, arguably the most valuable player of this team.
Well, the Bobcats are doing everything they can to try to catch up, but shots like that are going to keep them from doing it.
He needed a road map to find out where to shoot that from. It was so far out. Kimbler tried to match that. He's off the back iron now. McKinley brings it down fast to the corner. Caldwell slicing to the middle and off the back iron, and good. That shooter's touch comes in handy there.
They are rocking it.
Trying to power it inside there, and that's blocked. New Boston with a decisive height advantage here in this game.
You're right.
Green, of the kids that play, the tallest kid 6'3". Well, New Boston has a 6'7", 6'5" in their lineup.
Man, makes a huge difference.
Sure does. Right down the lane. Nobody stops the ball. And Zach Huffman's able to take it to the hole. Grady Jackson with the ball at the point among the starting 5 from New Boston. That's going to be off. 13 there, Kyle Sexton with the putback. Again blocked. That's 4 or 5 blocks in this game for New Boston. A lot of deflections there as they fight for it inside, and again, Green having a tough time inside. They're able to get a rebound there with Blizzard, though.
You know,
this game's moving fast.
They are keeping a super fast pace.
Yep. All right, so now we slow it down. Coach Holler's team trying to set something up. A little 1-4 low. Down screen. Looks like it could be a little bit of a flex. We've got a corner look. Feeding the post. Blizzard taking it to the hole and again blocked.
Just not enough.
McKinley pushing the ball up so quick. The no-look pass, he's touched and out of bounds. All right, so New Boston now looking at full court pressure. You can see that square of young men there, that box with the tail. They're going to trap the sides, tried to feed the middle. McKinley just takes it to the house. McKinley, 9 points in this first quarter, which is coming to a close here shortly.
That's it, 20 seconds left.
Green now almost playing too fast.
By the Tigers.
Nice pass. Beautiful pass to the backside. That's going to be Zach Huffman with the finish, but it was Kimbler with the feed. From deep behind the line, off the mark. Last shot of that quarter, and high off that backboard. 26-14, New Boston enjoying a 12-point lead.
That's it. Let's take a quick break, and we'll come right back after.
Has your life or the life of someone you love been impacted by mental health or substance abuse problems? If so, there's treatment available here in the Portsmouth area. Hope Source provides quality treatment by highly trained, compassionate professionals. We are committed to helping people and their families live complete, meaningful, and happy lives. Find us on Facebook or on our website, hopesourcetreatment.com, or call us at 740-353-HOPE.
Enjoy the good times a little more with the right plan. State Farm agent Jake Sulzer is here to help protect your dreams and loved ones with life insurance. Call Jake Sulzer today to find out which options are best for you. It's just another way we're here to help life go right.
You're watching Zone Sports.
Oh, Kit Kat bar.
Give me a break, huh?
That's it.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
And we're back. Second period action here on the Zone. For those of you just joining us, the whole Zone Sports crew is here in New Boston at the Homer Pellegrinin Gymnasium.
Memorial Gymnasium.
Yep.
Yes.
As we watch the Green Bobcats take on the New Boston Tigers. It's a 26-14 game with the Tigers up right now. And it's been a fast-paced first period. Don't you think, Jay?
Oh, yeah, and New Boston, they just really put the defensive pressure on you. They make you work hard for every shot. Got a nice baseline move there, Ethan Huffman. First 2 points of the second quarter now. 26-16 is your score. The officials for this contest, Jason Wright, Jeremy Ward, and Thad Smith. Quick move to the baseline, off the mark. And now Kimbler pushes the ball down the floor and going to get a quick foul right there. That's going to be on Marcus Saunders. Substitute coming into the game. Your starting lineups tonight were Grady Jackson, Kyle Sexton, Tyler Caldwell, Jerome McKinley, and Malachi Potts. For Green, Caden Blizzard, Gage Sampson, Zach Huffman, Tate Carver, and Tanner Kimbler. It's been so fast-paced, I couldn't get some time in to talk about starting five.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the pep song they were just playing.
That's
Give me
it.
a break.
That's it.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. To the elbow. Quick pass to the corner, no shot.
Looks like they're slowing it down a little bit now.
New Boston, looks like they might be in a little bit of a matchup zone. Caldwell's not going to go out to the corner. He's kind of staying close to home in the lane. And honestly, he can still step out and block a shot.
Yep.
3 steps back. So you can afford to do that with him. Tried to pass to Kimbler, who was laying on the floor at the time. I tell you, this defense just forces them to make so many bad passes. But that was a good one. Again blocked. Kyle Sexton batting that away. And now they're going to give possession to New Boston. Adam Cox not happy with that call.
No, he is not. He's like, well, what do you want me to do?
I think he's questioning everything but his manhood.
That's it.
And maybe even that.
Yeah, you never know. Well, the Bobcats are burning some serious time off this first period clock, you know?
Well, it might be good for them to try to get their legs back under them.
Well, if they can
They
at
started
least
out
slow
such
the
a quick
bleed,
pace.
you know?
Yeah, right. Well, I tell you what, and one, Blizzard's going to pick up one there.
Man.
You know, this freshman is, he's unreal. I'm not sure where he came from. He's a transfer in. I don't know if he came from Portsmouth or where he came from, but
Yeah.
McKinley is certainly a Portsmouth name.
It is.
So he could be from there, but he has really lit it up tonight.
He has.
That's 11 points now, about to be 12 if he can put this down.
Okay.
No good. From 3, and you just can't miss those opportunities. New Boston will give you a lot of shots. McKinley just a little short on that one with the runner. Grady Jackson back at the point for the Tigers. He'll drive the lane. Take it to the hole, gets his own, but he stepped out of bounds and first to touch the basketball. New Boston staying with that same look. They're typically very good about switching things up, but this has been so successful, you shouldn't do it. And finally, Green figures out a way to beat it, attack the middle, and then find the open man. That's Ethan Huffman with the 2, his 4th point now on the night.
Oh!
Caldwell goes down.
Big fader shot there.
A little fade away. And Kimbler now trying to attack the lane. He trips as he gets to the destination.
Exactly what that was.
Yeah, he just lost control of the basketball and then tried to flip it up there. Desperation.
Oh!
Nothing desperate about Jerome McKinley
Man.
tonight. That's a 3 now.
What a
and he
shot.
has 14.
He is ripping it up.
This kid's unconscious.
36 more points. He'll be up there with the Wheelersburg boy.
Again, another block. McKinley with the rebound. And that was a defender away from being a dunk. And we're going to get a foul there on 23, Tate Carver. That'll send Caldwell to the line. Shooting 2. All right, so McKinley needs a breather. He's asking for one. So he's going to get a break here shortly. Low top basketball shoes. You don't see that a whole lot.
I was going to mention that
on
earlier.
Mr. McKinley.
There's a lot of low cuts here.
I'm seeing that for Green too.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
yeah.
tell you what, I would have broken an ankle on those suckers.
Oh, man.
Missed free throws. Bobcats now back with the basketball and an opportunity to get on the board, but they're down 15. Very decisive so far. Kimbler. Again, off the mark, and the Bobcats just can't seem to find the range.
They can't.
Sexton. A little bit of the okey doke there at the end. Tries to lay it up there with the left hand, not able to get it to go down, but he's going to shoot some free throws. Got a sub in, and it looks like a timeout, New Boston.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back right after this.
King's Daughters, we put our heart into treating yours.
You should know the symptoms of a heart attack may be subtle, such as fatigue, heartburn, or even jaw or neck pain.
The best approach is to catch problems as early as possible,
before it becomes an emergency.
In fact, we can schedule you an appointment within 48 hours.
Because the best time to see a cardiologist is before you need one.
Cardiology appointments within 48 hours at King's Daughters. Call today.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back as, who do we have at the line here? Carver?
Excuse me.
Is it Carver?
This is
No,
Sexton.
it's Sexton.
Kyle Sexton, 6'5" sophomore.
Sinks both of them.
He makes both. And the backside pass, they beat the press pretty well there. Assist from Zach Huffman. And that was to Kimbler there on the backside.
That was a tall toss.
Number 23, Marcus Saunders with the back.
There it is. Number 3, Tanner Kimbler. Big 3 from the side.
They need that from him to see if they can't claw their way back into this. In this feline fest of ferocity. How about that?
That's it.
The 3Fs. Well, I got Bobcats versus Tigers.
Yep.
Yeah, tried the back cut there, but it just wasn't there. Ethan Huffman doing a great job of sticking with Caldwell there.
Dude, one of the best mascot names ever I heard the other day.
Yeah?
Yep, the city of Polka, West Virginia.
Oh, they got to be the Dots.
They are. They are the Polka Dots.
The Polka Dots. Nice steal. Tries to get it back in. Missed shot, but Sexton's there for the putback. He'll have 11 now on the night. And again, they got a piece of that ball. That's going to be out of bounds to the Bobcats. McKinley's had his break. He's going to come back into this game. And I'll tell you what, that young man, he had a lather going on.
Yeah, he did.
You know?
He was pouring it on. That big three-pointer from the corner.
Sure.
Multiple twos.
Well, he's just so quick.
Yeah.
He's hard to defend, and then if you are capable of defending it, he's going to find the open man with a lightning quick pass. And look at that defense right there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, Green really having to work hard for their opportunities and really not shooting extremely well from the field once they get them.
Well,
top of the key.
This second period, they've taken to burning a lot more time off the clock, and it's slowed the bleed.
Yep.
I mean, it's still happening, but it's slowed it down quite a bit.
And I'm sure that's what Coach Holler wanted to accomplish with this. You know, try to get a better selection.
Yep.
Right there, Caden Blizzard taking it to the hole and slowing this game down because New Boston's obviously a little bit quicker than they are.
Well, and they love that fast pace.
Yeah, and they're on their home floor. They're very comfortable here. So a pass that you see tonight, they've made that pass 1,000 times in here.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Stepped on the line.
Want to thank
Green Bob has.
That's it. Want to thank a few of our sponsors tonight. Want to thank AC1 Communications there in Wheelersburg. And then I want to thank Hickey's, all their support of New Boston and New Boston Athletics, the kids and everything. Huh?
You got to dip that bun if you go to Hickey's.
Dude, I love Hickey's.
You got to dip the bun, man.
My wife gets on me. She's like, she's like, you will eat that stuff all the time. And I'm like, yeah, I will.
I would. And thank God I don't. I'd probably be dead right now because I dip the bun.
Dude, I'm with you. And everybody always laughs. I always get the same thing when I go there. I get a bowl of chili, 6 hamburgers.
6 hamburgers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, watch yourself there.
That's it.
Sexton coming down hard, kicking back out. Now
Big
this
shot.
is
No
Grady
good.
Jackson that's off there, and the Furnace now with the ball coming down the floor hot. Deflected. Blizzard in the middle. And a 3 by Tate Carver there.
Well, they are starting. If they can keep controlling things a little more, they can lessen this point gap.
Yeah, they've made a nice little comeback here, just in installments, little increments.
There we go.
He stepped out of bounds. Green Bobcat ball.
That's it. A few more sponsors on tonight's ball game. I want to thank BG's Pizza right here in New Boston. If you want some great quality, good home cooked type pizza.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Also want to thank God's Way Church for their support. Tri-State Security. Want to thank Rallies, Pro Pest Control, as well as
seeing some big 2 there and the foul.
And it's catching up. Want to thank Gaddy's Pizza, as well as Barrett Murphy Insurance, the Wagner Rental Agency, or the Wagner Rental and Supply Group here in New Boston, Stultz Pharmacy, Bob and Floyd Tire Sales, as well as AJ's Auto Sales and AJ's Automotive Services, the Atomic Credit Union, B&B Loan, Hope Source Treatment Center, the Jake Sulzer State Farm Agency, as well as KDMC, Portsmouth Cinema 8, the Portsmouth Public Library, the Powell Insurance Agency, which is right here in New Boston. A lot of New Boston sponsors this evening. Sauter County Career and Technical Center, as well as Shawnee State University.
Carried it.
Look at this. They are catching up.
Coach Holler not happy about that no call right there. Ball trapped to his side, and he carried it on home. 23. They're starting to match baskets with them here.
They are.
We're quickly approaching halftime. My goodness, where did time go?
It is an 8-point ball game.
15 seconds called, or Sexton with the ball at the top of the key here. They'll take the last one. Perhaps. Off the mark there. McKinley throwing up a prayer. No good. And an 8-point lead. And the way this game started, Green's got to feel good about that.
They have to. They have to feel great about that. I mean, my gosh, I don't know. I know we saw a 15-point lead.
Yeah.
I don't know if it seems like it's got 17.
Maybe.
But
I was thinking 15, but it could have been up to 17.
To get it all the way back down to 8 and literally to be chopping away at it in this last minute.
That brilliant to slow that game down, get New Boston out of their game. If they ran up and down the floor like that, they could be down 40 right now.
That's true. That's true. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break.
Hickey's Hamburger Inn has the best hamburgers in town and the best fries and gravy.
I love Hickey's Burgers. They're the best. This is Shug at Hickey's Hamburger Inn. Come down and see us. It's the home of the big yogurt, where virgins are always welcome.
AJ's Automotive Service in Menford is a full-service garage which handles all mechanical work from oil changes to engine changes. AJ's does computer diagnostics, will reflash computers, and can reprogram key fobs. Located between the Muletown Mini Mart and AJ's Used Automotive Buy Here, Pay Here car lot, visit AJ's Automotive Service at 5907 Lucasville Mitford Road in Mitford. And if you want your car to look as good as it runs, AJ's Automotive Service offers complete auto detailing. Call 740-820-2515 for an appointment.
And we're back. I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we bring you high school basketball here on the Zone. Jay, what did halftime look like?
Well, you know what? We look at a tale of a couple quarters here. The first quarter, New Boston looked like they were just going to run away with it. And I mean, literally, they were running the floor, a lot of transition baskets, full court pressing, put a lot of pressure on the ball. Green had a hard time with that. So they're down at the end of the first quarter, 26-14. Second quarter, Coach Holler and his Bobcats come out. They slow the ball down, take New Boston out of their game, and they end up winning the second quarter 19-15. So they closed that gap a little bit now. 8-point lead, 41-33 to begin the second half. Big pivot and a block. McKinley, who played such a role in the first half, continues with an assist backside to Grady Jackson. We have our original starting five for both teams. New Boston staying with the familiar full court press. The box and one. The Bobcats taking the ball out of bounds under their own basket. Quick inbounds, and Kimbler from the corner flushes the three.
Big three.
And that's what the Bobcats want to do right there.
They cut it right back down to 7. They're gaining.
Sexton handing off to Caldwell. Caldwell taking down the lane, soft shot.
You know, it's
nobody
hard to
can
stop
defend
him.
that.
It's just so hard to stop him.
Yep, that's tough. Just clear the lane and let him operate. Why not? Speaking of operating, Kimbler with the ball, top of the key. He's going to drive the lane. Tries to feed the corner, but
little missed pass.
Grady Jackson will have nothing of that. Sexton now, again, taking it down the opposite lane, and he lets it roll in. Tell you what, and the Tigers were not happy with their second quarter performance. You could see it as they came off the floor. They were ticked. Blizzard long on the three attempt. And now New Boston quick to get the ball back down the floor. They would love to get that pace back up. No look pass from Malachi Potts inside. Caldwell uncharacteristically missing the short bunny there.
Yeah.
He had to kind of turn and twist rather than pivot, square up to the bucket and let it go. Kimbler with the three, back-to-back threes now in the early ongoing of this third period.
We're back to that 8-point ball game.
Caldwell again slicing in there, forcing the foul. That's going to be Caden Blizzard picking up that personal. You know, we looked at the keys to the game before this game began. In New Boston, what they wanted to do was really pressure the ball, and force Green into making some mistakes, some turnovers, pick up that fast pace, and as a result, they were able to get a big lead against the Bobcats.
Yeah,
Bobcats slow it down, and now going back in, the Bobcats are able to inch back in a little bit. 8-point lead still by the Tigers at this point.
Thing is, I think the Bobcats are not as tight on controlling the game right now. And they're letting it go at a faster pace than they did last quarter.
Well, and the other part of that, too, was what I say Coach Holler wanted to do, sit on Caldwell. Well, they did at the first half. He was limited to 7 points, and Sexton only had 11. It was McKinley who was killing them from the guard position. Nice pass, missed on the feed from Sampson. That fast pace, kicking it back up now.
Yep.
The Bobcats can't play with them at this pace.
No.
They've got to get possessions and slow it down. And as I say that, Tanner Kimbler says, nah.
He just walks up, pitches it.
His third three here in the third quarter. Lighten it up. Nice give. McKinley short on the layup, and now the Bobcats with the chance to come back down. Maybe get in inside, and another great play by Kimbler. You know what? We didn't see a lot from him first half.
No.
And now I'm starting to see what they were talking about. This is a young man they missed during the month of December with that injury.
That's it. It's down to a 7-point ball game, possibly 6.
Yeah, what a slice there. And, you know, who did he have to go over? Was that Caldwell or Sexton?
Yeah, it was Caldwell.
Either one. It's the long arm of the law, man. He fought the law, and he won.
There it is. So we're down to a 6-point ball game.
Floor spread there by New Boston. And I'd be worried if Sexton or Caldwell got the ball in their hands. Sexton with it now. He can split that lane very easily. He will take it to the lane. Off the glass, he's off there and fouled. Is Kimbler with the rebound. Looks like that's going to be number 23, Marcus Saunders for New Boston, picking up the personal. So yeah, kind of a flip of things. New Boston missing a lot of shots here early. And Green on fire. Kimbler again taking it to the lane. Hard shot there by 23. That's Tate Carver. This time not to be denied.
Nope.
Marcus Saunders with the finish. Under 4 minutes, 8-point lead from downtown fouled. He's going to shoot 3 free throws here.
Wow.
As Saunders fouls him from well behind the line.
Yeah.
Fans aren't liking it. As Saunders pleads his case with Coach Adam Cox. He didn't agree with it, but shooting 3, number 3, Tanner Kimbler.
Well, if he sinks this will be down to a 5-point game.
Making his first one. And now 2. And as you would guess, Kimbler very good from the free throw line. Had 7 at the half. He's got 12, 14 now. Make it 15.
There it is.
So 8 in this quarter.
So we're down to a 5-point ball game.
And New Boston walking the ball up the floor. They'd much rather run it. From way behind the line, air ball. Nothing there for Caldwell.
I think the Tigers are starting to get rattled.
Yeah. The Bobcats have got a tiger by the tail right now, at least for the time being. Interestingly, that the New Boston Tigers have come out of that full-court press. They got stung a couple of times. Bobcats finally figured it out, and now we're going to have a foul on Caldwell.
You know, almost looks like Christmas in the stands. Green and red.
Green and red, yeah. They should play this in late December, right?
That's it.
Coach Cox calling that one out. Knew they were going to feed Kimbler back in the corner. He's getting pressed by both guards at the front of this defense. And a foul there, that's going to be on Jackson with the reach. No arguing there.
They better watch out. New Boston's going to get in trouble.
Well, I tell you what, they've broken this fast pace, that's for sure.
They have.
Caldwell's not going to come out too far on that inbounds. Green able to get it in nicely, and what a nice side-out play right there.
It is now a 3-point ball game.
Very well designed by Coach Holler there from the sideline. Again, the lane is wide open for New Boston to operate, and we're going to get a blocking call there with the pivot very close to another walking situation there. Dave Sampson's going to pick up the foul instead. That'd be his second. Malachi Potts taking the ball out of bounds. And now Caldwell, he wants to take it to the lane too. He's not been a part of the scoring action for a little bit. And McKinley, most certainly the most valuable player of the first half, he picks up a foul there. Blizzard gets them. Well, I thought it was Blizzard. It's going to be 23. Tate Carver picking up the personal foul. Sending McKinley to the line. 2-shoot-2. Hasn't scored this half. Comes up well short there. That's one of those free throws. When it comes up that short, you question, is the kid tired?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
not fully extending. He's just getting a little winded. But, you know, they've not been able to run as much. I'm surprised if that were the case. He makes the second of the two.
Kimbler bringing the ball down court.
McKinley now with 15 on the game. Blizzard now at the wing. Sampson in the corner. Looking for Kimbler. Pulling up. Nice passing here. They're really working better together now. We got a run out, and Jackson's going to finish at the opposite end. He has 6 points in this quarter. It's amazing how these kids can individually step up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't want anything of that three. They left him alone. And a nice finish there. That's Tate Carver again. Two Bobcats have scored in this quarter, Kimbler and Carver. Caldwell taking him to the hole. Just tough to beat. Yeah, and Blizzard just turned around like, I don't know what you do about that.
Yeah.
You know, the guy's a head taller than I am. Potts passes to the corner, feeds Caldwell back inside, and now Blizzard's going to pick up a foul. So now what's going to happen is Green is going to have to start falling back and actually doubling up on Caldwell. If they feed him down that low block, you got to defend him from behind and get in front of him too. Collapse that defense on him. He's a one-man wrecking crew, and they have no answer for him.
Yep.
Sexton from behind the line. Sexton has an answer for that. And a three. Back to a 9-point lead. Bobcats haven't scored now for a little bit.
Well, this has been a heck of an SOC contest so far.
Well, it sure has. And, you know, I've not seen Eastern or Western play, but if they're both better than these two teams, they must be pretty doggone good.
Oh, my gosh.
Way downtown. Too far downtown. I'll tell you what, that's tough. He had inside position there. Coach Holler questioning that. The inside position goes up, and they call a foul on that. And what really kills, that's Gage Sampson picking that one up. I've got him with three. The scoreboard showing, where's he at? Well, I've got him with three. That's a tough call. So he's going to sit down.
45 seconds left to go in this third period as the Tigers are up by 9.
New Boston going for a final shot?
I think they're gonna pace it and try to get it.
Well, it just doesn't seem like their style, does it?
Doesn't.
You know?
But look, there we
New
go.
Boston
Just
standing
there.
in a spot, that's not what they do. Let's see if it works for them here. Trying to get a double-digit lead here going into the fourth quarter if they can make this work.
They're going to burn it. Look at this.
Sexton at the top of the key takes it down the lane, and he will score with just a few seconds left. That'll do unless Kimbler makes this.
Oh, close. Man.
So they created an isolation with Sexton at the top of the key and just let him work.
There we go, 63-52. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back with the fourth period after this.
Welcome to Portsmouth Cinemas. Sights, sounds, and smells, we give you all the feels you need for a fun time on the town. Want to enjoy a 3D movie or even throw a party? The Portsmouth Cinema is here for you. Looking for unbeatable deals on concessions? We got you. Need an affordable night out to relax with a movie? Super Tuesday to the rescue. We are always updating to give you the best experience possible. Visit us online at republictheaters.com or Facebook for showtimes. Portsmouth Cinema. When you've got the time, we've got the popcorn, the candy, the drinks, and the best movies around. The library isn't just a source for books anymore. We are activities. We are local history and genealogy. We are entertainment. We are DVDs and books on CD. We are online. We are education. We are mobile. We are everywhere. We are still books and reading. We are here for our community. We are here for you.
We are the Portsmouth Public Library.
I love the library.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back here in the Homer Pellegrin Memorial Gymnasium to bring you all the action of Zone Sports tonight. I'm Chuck Jones here with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports crew as we bring you a just crazy SOC conference match between the Green Bobcats and the New Boston Tigers.
It is a flurry of activity from the corner, coming up well short there, and a whole lot of contact on that end.
Yeah, it was.
Tate Carver there with the missed jump shot. Yeah, and this is what you do. Ethan Huffman now with the foul on Caldwell as he takes it to the lane. And this is smart basketball by Coach Adam Cox. He's got two kids that arguably are some of the better players in the county. You give them the ball and let them just take it to the hole, pick up the foul, or score.
Yep, well, makes sense.
And right there, I mean, the proof is in the pudding,
you know,
whatever that means.
When you have that kind of height advantage, it's hard to combat that.
Yeah, it's just what you do. He takes him baseline, doesn't even have a good shot. No. He's got to bend back to get on the right side of the backboard to make that shot, and he's able to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, Green really did a pretty good job of cutting off the baseline there. Now Jackson picking up the foul, gets an earful from Coach Cox there. He demands perfection.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no reason to closely guard somebody this far out.
Nah. Well, that's how they get those three free throws.
Yep. And again, they're going to chase Kimbler at the point when he's there. They've got Malachi Potts on Kimbler everywhere he goes. He's attached to his hip.
There we go.
And now a three from Caden Blizzard. That's been a long time coming.
He's made a few that seemed awfully straight.
Yeah, he's had 4 points prior to that shot, up to 7 now. And that's the first points for the Bobcats in this final period. Sexton with the ball. Back cut by McKinley off his hands, able to save that. Get it back out to Sexton now. Tigers being a little cagey here.
They are.
Pardon the pun. Yeah. a little cagey.
It's like a circus out there.
Well, Sexton's been the ringleader here.
Yeah.
The past few minutes.
Double dribble.
Rare turnover there by the Tigers. Bobcats with an ability to get it down to a one-digit lead here for New Boston. Let's see what they can do here as Kimbler brings it in the right side of the floor. That's been really the key here. They've taken Kimbler out of the game the past few minutes. Kimbler with 22 points on the game, most of it this second half. Nice pass to the backside and a good finish there by Zach Huffman.
There you go.
Nice look by Carver. Way to see the floor, and timeout New Boston.
Well, they take a break. We will too, and we'll be back right after this.
Sierra's Haven is a no-kill animal shelter located in Scioto County. They are a group of volunteers working together to help find safe, loving homes for adoptable pets. In its brief existence, they have made a difference in the lives of thousands of animals. Whether they were stray animals or needing medical attention, Sierra's treated, spayed, neutered, and found them wonderful homes. Your contributions to this organization can help get abandoned and abused animals off the streets and into a loving home. So when you're ready to give, think about giving locally. Charity begins at home.
Ready to get on the right path for your future? At Scioto County Career Technical Center, you will be, with exciting new options in advanced manufacturing, robotics, 3D design, CNC, PLC, and CAD. We are providing the tools to inspire the problem solvers of tomorrow. Create, design, automate, and model virtually anything from scratch. It's all waiting for you at Scioto County Career Technical Center. For more information, visit us online at sciototech.org.
Scioto Tech. You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
A few more sponsors we want to thank tonight. We want to thank Smith Pharmacy and Home Medical right down there on 2nd Street, as well as the Wheelersburg Cinema, the UPS Store, Sunspot Tanning, the Department of Developmental Disabilities, Stevens Power Pack, Sierra's Havens, and Toro Loco, as well as Donnie Martin Heating and Air, Real Estate Gallery, and of course, as always, the King's Daughters Medical Center and King's Daughters Medical Center, Ohio, without whom we couldn't really bring all these games to you each week. So big thanks to them and big thanks to the rest of our sponsors. If you see them, tell them how much you like the games.
Sexton pushing the ball down the lane there and just coming up a little long on that shot. One of our sponsors there at the break, Soda Tech.
Soda Tech.
Yeah, I want to take my hat off to Superintendent Stan Jennings.
Yeah.
In the paper last week that he's retiring, the end of July.
That's crazy, man. Stan's been out there forever.
He has made that facility what it currently is. He's done so many things, on the home front and behind the lines that people would never know.
That's it.
He's really taken that campus and grown it. Very proud of it, and great job, Stan Jennings.
Definitely so.
So a foul on the floor. That's going to put Tate Carver to the line. Long on the free throw and quickly back to New Boston. Bobcats got to help defensively. They can't let him get inside, or they're going to get that foul every time. That one's going to go to Caden Blizzard. That's his third foul now. Bobcats' fifth foul. New Boston with only 3 team fouls in this half.
We got a 1-on-1 opportunity coming up? Or is that 2?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at timeouts left. They each have 7 team fouls, so both teams now in the 1-on-1. And now we got a little slick spot. And I got to throw this out. I watched a girls basketball game last night.
Yeah.
And out at South Webster, and one of the Memphis assistant coaches toward the end of the game saw South Webster wanted to get some subs in, and they weren't able to do it, because you have to have a dead ball situation.
Yeah.
And one of the assistant coaches threw his towel out on the floor.
Really?
Which made the officials stop the game because the towel's on the floor, and that allowed the kids to get in.
Oh, really?
I thought that was a really classy move.
That is.
To let some of those Jeep girls in.
That is. That's awesome.
Never seen that done before.
No.
And of course, everybody joked, he threw in the towel. I guess you can do those things when you win the game, and Memphis won quite comfortably.
I guess so.
Backside rebound. Almost lost there to Jackson. Pull-up jumper, hard off the back.
A lot of
and now that got an easy put back there by Gage Sampson.
After four throws.
Yeah, and you know what? When you got a 6'7", 6'5" in there, it's surprising that they got that many opportunities.
Yeah.
Now down by 6. Wide open lane. I'm surprised the Tigers aren't just driving it to the hole. Green playing close, man-to-man, very little help. Backdoor cut, Sexton sized it up, gave it a thought. Didn't put it up there. Sampson closely guarding. Five-second call.
Oh, wow.
They do a good job of just staying with him all the way through and, just a little complacent there offensively. There again, New Boston don't like this half-court offense. They want to run and gun.
They do.
So this is not to their liking, and they're going to make those kinds of mistakes. Kimbler now would like nothing more than to come down here and jack up a three.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson guarding him has done a nice job of him here. Spin, the shot, off the front, keeping it alive, Bobcats. Now back out to Kimbler. I thought he was going to shoot that and force another foul.
Yeah.
That's giving him 3 free throws. He probably could have got by with that. The pivot, kick. Sampson trying to make something happen. Kimbler again with the ball. And he finishes.
Gets it in.
Yeah, well, he's got some moves.
So we're back down to a 4-point ball game.
He's in and out of there, man.
The Bobcats are putting it all on, man.
Remember that old centipede game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like centipede going through there. Bouncing off obstacles. Yeah. Old Atari fans.
Oh, now what was that?
They got a personal foul here.
How did they get a personal foul? Nobody touched each other.
Well, it looks like they got a foul, and that's going to be on number 1, Caden Blizzard.
Huh.
That's his 4th foul. Well, you can't worry about it now. You're down to 2 minutes, so now's not the time.
Coach Adam Cox is not pleased. I don't know what he's not pleased about, but he's not pleased about something.
Something's not right. Okay, Grady Jackson now dropping the front end of the one-on-one.
Well, if he makes this shot, the Bobcats are within,
misses it, but McKinley gets the long rebound. I thought they were going to have Sexton there sneaking in from the backside.
If the Bobcats can hold them, and then get 2 good opportunities, they're within 2 Kimblers of tying it up.
Got a full timeout here by New Boston, 66-61.
And we'll be right back after this.
My niche, I really think, is pediatrics. I love little kids. I enjoy being around them. It's a very rewarding field to be in. I chose Shawnee. They had a great nursing program. I couldn't ask for a better place to be. From the very beginning, I knew that I wanted to continue my education, so I'm working on my master's degree in nursing informatics. I'm kind of the translator between the worlds of nursing and information technology, and I couldn't have done it without the education and the support from Shawnee State.
I can be in and out in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm in it for like 12 minutes.
I'm lotioned and done in 15 minutes.
We go for like 20 minutes.
I'd say 9 minutes is just about right.
I can only go like 10 minutes. No matter how long you can go, you won't have to wait for the sun to look fine. You can come to the sun spot where the sun always shines.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left to go in this 5-point ball game.
Well, I'll tell you what, 2 minutes to go, and New Boston has only scored 3 points in this quarter.
Really?
Yeah.
The
Green has outscored them 9-3.
The Bobcats
New Boston wanting some contact fouls here. Green picks one up there. Holler's arguing that. You'll get that this time of the game. Defenses will pick up the intensity, and this is the toughest part of the game for an official to do.
Oh, man.
What constitutes a foul and what doesn't. You have to be consistent. You got to call that foul the same as you did the first quarter.
I hate when we get to the part of the game I call foul fest.
Yep. Well, that was a good foul to give because he misses. Now Green with the chance to get it down to perhaps a 1-possession game. Let's see what they do with it. Kimbler at the top of the key. Got a UCLA cut, looking for the shot on the backside. Kimbler has it. It is short. Bounces in! That hit 3 times off the rim and goes down. That's going to be good for a 2, and we have a 4-point game, 66-63 with 1:32 to go.
The Stephen A. Hunter Hope Fund was founded in memory of local student Stephen A. Hunter. One of the most successful programs is the Stevens Power Pack program, which provides food for local children in need. The most recent hunger statistics from Feeding America reveal that almost 1 in 3 children in Scioto, Pike, and Adams counties are food insecure. That's almost 50% higher than the national average. So when you're ready to give, think about giving locally. Charity begins at home.
You're watching Zone Sports.
Game on.
Yeah, he is. And we're back. 1:32 left to go in this ball game. 3-point difference. Big SOC matchup. Also, I want to say, if you're watching tonight's game, hang out for the next game. As I said, this is our Tuesday night game. We're doing a Friday night game. It'll air right after this one.
Woo! Oh my goodness, missed on the free throw, on the layup, and now New Boston touches the ball with his feet out of bounds. It's going to be Green Bobcat basketball.
Oh, man.
And I tell you what, Super Bowl is long over, but that was a touchdown pass to McKinley, they missed on the 2-point conversion.
That's it. Well, like I said, for those of you watching this game, make sure you stay up for the next game, which is Valiant Northwest, coming right after this one here on the Zone.
New Boston staying back. Gets stripped there by Jackson. Jackson really picking up the defensive intensity the second half. Caldwell with the ball. Caldwell or Sexton, they need to make something happen. And Green picking up another foul there. Zach Huffman. That'll be against Sexton, puts him on the line. Interesting, New Boston with nobody, well, with 1 player up there on the lane.
Yeah.
Sexton making his first one as
That's
well
a lot
as
of
his
confidence
second.
in your shooter.
Yeah. No need to rebound. He's not going to miss it.
Kimbler coming down. I mean, 2 of these Kimbler shots could give him a lead.
Yeah, Kimbler needed a ball screen there, didn't get it. And shoots a 3, bounces off the iron and goes over the backboard. Green now going to pick up some full court pressure and try to get a turnover here. Less than a minute to go in this contest, 5-point lead
Huge
by the
game.
New Boston Tigers. This has been a good one.
It has.
Able to get it over the timeline. Ball in Jackson's hands. Bad pass to Caldwell. And he just gets wrapped up there.
I think he was
Ethan
about
Huffman.
to fall.
Calls that a push, but going back to Super Bowl, that was a tackle.
That's it.
Caldwell to the line, and honestly, at this point, all they got to do is make free throws, and they ought to be able to salt this victory away. Makes the front end. And to go up 7 there, Caldwell with his second free throw, and that's a 3-possession game. Very important free throw there. As New Boston picking up the intensity, and they just attack Kimbler with the dribble. Coach Howler calling timeout for the Bobcats as we are now at 70-63, 35 seconds.
I can't believe they didn't call foul on that.
Wow. Well, a loose ball, they don't usually.
All right, well, let's take a quick break. We'll come right back.
Everything your customers see tells a story. Let the UPS store help you tell the right one. We do printing, packing, notarizing, faxing, shredding, binding, consulting, creating, designing, returning, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. Together, there's nothing we can't solve. Stop by our locally owned and operated UPS store on 11th Street in Portsmouth today to see how we can help you with everything your small business needs.
The Wheelersburg Cinema has been entertaining the area for over 40 years with the latest movie releases. Our friendly staff will treat you like family from the minute you walk in to buy a ticket. Our snack bar has all your favorites, especially the fresh popcorn. Show up early and have some fun in the arcade, or just head on in to get the best seats in the house. Bring the whole family and enjoy the personal touches from this locally owned and operated cinema. Wheelersburg Cinema, 8805 Ohio River Road in Wheelersburg.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
Last 35 seconds. Here we go. Kimbler pushing. Oh, man.
They pushed hard to get Kimbler the ball. New Boston did a good job of collapsing on him, and then he was going to give it up. His pass too tall. Green saying deflected. I don't believe it was.
Yeah.
Now Green fouling Caldwell, and folks, that's all she wrote.
Yeah.
There's just not enough time up there on the board to come back from this now.
Nope.
All right, so Caden Blizzard fouls out of this ball game.
Yep.
And he had 7 points on the night.
23 seconds left to go, 7-point ball game.
You know, Blizzard didn't score a lot of points there, but he had a good defensive night going up against Sexton and Caldwell. Him and Sampson were largely, you know, in charge of trying to keep these guys down.
Yeah.
Not a bad job.
No. Both teams have done an incredible job. I mean, the fight back and forth has been tremendous on this.
Yeah. Well, the difference was that first quarter, New Boston just pulling ahead so far before Green could get their feet under them. New Boston back to that box and one press now. Got an official's timeout. All right, so discrepancy on the clock. The clock operator didn't start the clock in time, so they're going to put that back up to 25.3. That's where it started.
Okay.
Home court advantage.
That's it.
Adam Cox kind of a little smile back at her.
Oh, yeah.
Not on purpose.
No.
She's just slow on the ticker there. So 25.3. Pass to the middle of that box. Quickly getting the ball down the floor. Kimbler from three. Almost banks it in.
Yeah.
And again, they're pressing to throw threes up. And
too many desperate shots.
Game's over at this point.
Yeah.
Sexton now fouled here on the other end. And 12.6 remaining. Bobcats really put up good struggle here.
They did. Had first period gone just a little bit differently, we might be seeing a different outcome.
Yep.
But it was that fast pace, and New Boston played with it, and the Bobcats just didn't slow it down.
Right. Well, and you know, we'll talk about most valuable player. Missed free throw there by Sexton. And you've got Sexton scoring a bunch of points. You got Caldwell scoring a bunch of points. I'll tell you what, I would throw a hat into the ring there for Mr. McKinley.
Yeah.
Because he played so well defensively and offensively in that first quarter, and it was that first quarter that basically gave them this win.
That's it. Here comes Kimbler coming around.
Sampson going to try to get one last one off. He does. It's off. Malachi Potts with the ball. And don't foul him at this point with 0.8 remaining.
Yeah, well, too late. It seems to have happened.
Yeah. Well, Potts will go to the line, and unfortunately what could happen here is it give them a double-digit win instead of a single digit. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what? It stings a little less.
Yep.
When
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
right.
single digit. They had this game down to what, a 3-point game?
Oh my gosh.
Just a couple of minutes ago.
Great coaching from the Bobcats.
Oh yeah. Yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a difference of that one quarter.
Yeah,
really.
It was.
So Potts missing the front end of that. Malachi, 5'8" junior guard. And he banks the second one in.
There's your double digit.
73 to 63 is your final score, Chuck.
Big game, big game.
Sure was.
Let's take a break, and we'll come back with the wrap-up right after this.
Credit Union has been named a Best in State Credit Union by Forbes magazine. Measured by trustworthiness, digital products, branch services, and member satisfaction, Forbes ranks Atomic among the top 2.5% of the best banks and credit unions in the U.S. Atomic Credit Union offers 13 local branches as well as online and mobile banking. To learn more about Atomic, visit our website at www.atomiccu.com.
Automotive Service in Medford is a full-service garage which handles all mechanical work from oil changes to engine changes. AJ's does computer diagnostics, will reflash computers, and can reprogram key fobs. Located between the Muletown Mini Mart and AJ's Used Automotive Buy Here Pay Here car lot, visit AJ's Automotive Service at 5907 Lucasville Medford Road in Medford. And if you want your car to look as good as it runs, AJ's Automotive Service offers complete auto detailing. Call 740-820-2515 for an appointment.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance. Powell Insurance Agency in New Boston is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Haven't tried our pizza? We have the deal for you. An 18-inch one topping for only $11.99 at BG's Pizzeria in Blackbirds of New Boston, Ohio. Call 740-456-8255 and order yours today.
You're watching Zone Sports. Game on.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for staying with us. And thank you for staying with us throughout the season. I'm Chuck Jones with Jay Miller and the whole Zone Sports team as we bring you Zone High School basketball each week here, which is, honestly, games like tonight, this is why we do it.
Yeah, this was the best game that we've called this year.
Yeah.
The score might actually not look like that, 10-point game, but, you know, like we said a little bit earlier, Bobcats got this thing within 3 points, and it got real exciting.
It really did.
You know, and what's really great, too, is we've seen a lot of teams throughout the area, and some of them, you know, they just don't have really great players on their team. Some of them play well together. You know, tonight, my gosh, you saw Tanner Kembler end up with 26. You know what Sexton and Caldwell can do for New Boston. McKinley played all-world tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they had some good ball players out here playing, and two coaches regulating this game did a great job there too.
They really did. You know, I mean, we were talking a little earlier about, you know, the differences throughout the game and the fact that the first quarter really kind of made the difference. You know, but, I mean, had we seen a different first quarter, we might be looking at a different score and a different winner.
Absolutely. New Boston jumped on them quick and got a big lead, and Green they got shook. They didn't know how to handle that full court press, and finally they got to the point where they were breaking that pretty routinely, and they were able to slow down the tempo of the game, and that made all the difference for Green. Then Tanner Kembler woke up. I think another key to the game there was when Coach Cox put Grady Jackson on Kimbler there in that second half.
Yeah.
Kimbler heated up and hit quite a few in a row, and then Jackson kind of shut him down for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what, you're not going to get one off comfortably at least the rest of this contest. And
You're right.
he did a really good job as well. So New Boston, a whole lot of different faces would go on the side of that bus,
Yeah.
you know, if you had the all-star bus going on Madden style.
Definitely. Well, what else you got to tell us about tonight's game?
Well, let's look at some scoring for Green, the visiting Green Bobcats. Caden Blizzard fouled out of the contest with 7 points. Gage Sampson, 9. Tanner Kimbler, 26 points, and a lot of that came late. Zach Huffman finished with 6, and Tate Carver, 11. Just 5 players there in the scoring column for the Bobcats. New Boston just mentioned Grady Jackson. He had 9 points offensively to add to that defensive effort that he made. Kyle Sexton with 22. Marcus Saunders had 6. Tyler Caldwell, 19. Jerome McKinley, 15. 14 of that in the first half. And then Malachi Paz, he chipped in 6.
He did.
So 73-63 is your final score here. And when we look at our most valuable player, you know, what are your thoughts?
You know, I mean, it's so difficult tonight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, everybody. I mean, if you're going for just straight up points, I mean, Frank Kimbler. I mean, Kimbler was on it.
Yeah, Kimbler was all over it, and usually don't give that to the losing team.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at the winning side, you know, I would give the nod probably to Kyle Sexton because he was very productive in that fourth and final period when you really need him. He put 7 points up on the board, and he made 3 of those 4 foul shots that he was called upon to shoot.
Absolutely right.
Tyler Caldwell scored well as well there in the fourth quarter with 19 points. So you'd look at Sexton or Caldwell, and like I said before, McKinley is really a big reason the New Boston Tigers won this contest because of his first quarter play, which got them to jump out to that big lead.
Yeah.
And Green could never really come back from that.
No, you're definitely right.
So
I mean, they got
I'm
close.
looking at Kyle Sexton
close.
with 22 points and a big fourth quarter.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break, and let's come back and do a couple player interviews.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap up this evening.
All right.
Everything your customers see tells a story. Let the UPS store help you tell the right one. We do printing, packing, notarizing, faxing, shredding, binding, consulting, creating, designing, returning, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. Together, there's nothing we can't solve. Stop by our locally owned and operated UPS store on 11th Street in Portsmouth today to see how we can help you with everything your small business needs.
And we're back to Homer Pellegrin Memorial basketball court here. Gymnasium, that's a mouthful, isn't it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here with Kyle Sexton, 6'5" sophomore, and a big game tonight defeating the Franklin Furnace Green Bobcats 73-63. And just tell me about the game as you saw it happen.
We jumped out early on them, and I think we got in their heads a little bit, but they kept their composure, came right back. They got a couple great players, Carver and Kimbler. They're just unreal. And Sampson, he's great inside, and all those other guys, good role players. They're all scrappy, play good defense, and play hard.
Right.
That was a great win.
Yeah, absolutely. And they put up a big fight after you guys, like you mentioned, jumped out to a big first quarter lead, mainly due to full court pressure. You went with that box and one full court press. Tell us about that defensive pressure.
We started off in 22 matchup, and then as soon as the ball got out of Kimbler's hands, we matched up with him and dropped back. And we just tried to help off the Huffmans and play help side off of Kimbler and Carver.
Right, and that caused a whole lot of turnovers that allowed Green or allowed the Tigers to get the ball down the floor very quickly. A whole lot of transition buckets, got you a nice sizable lead, and then Green kind of finally figured out how to break that press, and you fell out of that. Tell me about the second quarter.
We just got a little bit sloppy, and they came out and they just out-hustled us that quarter. First quarter, we was getting every loose ball, everything. Then the second quarter, they came out and just wanted it more than us that quarter.
Okay. What did Coach Cox talk about at halftime?
He said we had to wake up. This game's not over yet. They're a great team.
Sure. Now, I kind of gave you a lot of credit here on the air with this win. You know, the Bobcats got it down within 3, and you kind of put the team on your back to a certain extent there in the fourth quarter. You scored, how many points did I have giving you credit there? You had 7 there in the fourth quarter, and late buckets are really important. You were able to put those down. How does it feel to have that kind of pressure on you, or do you feel that?
I just played my game. I didn't try to let it get to me. I just played basketball, the game I love.
Okay.
We lost a bunch of close ones this year, and I didn't want it to be another one.
Right. Well, you've had a great year, and good luck to you. You're going to find out who you play in tournament here before too long. Do you have any druthers on that?
I think we're going to be the one.
You want to be the number 1 seed going into this thing?
I think we proved it.
Okay. Well, I think you played very well tonight, and congratulations on a great contest. Kyle Sexton here from New Boston High School. We'll be right back in a few.
Located in the heart of downtown Portsmouth is the area's oldest pawnbroker, B&B Loan. No matter what you're looking for, it's probably come through the doors of B&B at some point in time. With a large selection of jewelry, TVs, tools, DVDs, musical instruments, and did I mention jewelry? B&B has the largest collection of pre-owned jewelry featuring many popular and one-of-a-kind pieces. No matter what you're looking for, shop local first by coming into B&B Loan, located near the Esplanade at 837 Gallia Street in Portsmouth.
And we're back at Homer Pellegrinin Memorial Gymnasium, and we're sitting here now with Tyler Caldwell, 6'7" senior for the New Boston Tigers. And great game tonight. I had you with 19 unofficial points. Another big night for you. You're obviously averaging double figures. But this was a super big night against a good team coming in to New Boston's gymnasium here. Tell us about the early going of the contest.
Early in the contest, we came out and we knew that if we delivered a quick punch and we got a big lead, it would be hard for them to come back, because that's just how basketball is. Most of the time when you come out and deliver a punch, it's hard to come back, especially against when it's 2 teams battling. If one team takes a double-digit lead, then it's hard to come back. So we've been practicing pressing. We've been running a lot in practice to stay in shape so we can press the whole game. So we're all in shape, and we pressed and we delivered a punch, and we was making all of our shots. And the crowd here tonight was amazing. There was not a seat left in the house. So.
Yeah, it was a big crowd. And, I've got capacity of 734. That's maximum seating capacity, and I think every bit of that was covered tonight. Big crowd for a big game. This is the 3rd and 4th ranked team in the SOC. Tell me about you personally. What do you think the best part of your game is?
Well, I think the best part of my game is, since I'm 6'7", I also can handle the ball and pass the ball. I like to distribute. I'm not selfish as a player. I like to get my teammates involved, get as many assists as I can, and be an all-around good team player. And at 6'7", I feel like that's pretty impressive to be a good ball handler and distributor.
Yeah, once they kind of solved the riddle of that 2-2-1 press, you guys got out of that a little bit, lost some of that transition pace that you really like to play. You guys like to run with the ball, don't you?
We love to run.
Tigers like to run, and these guys were running the floor hot and heavy. And I tell you what, just for a moment here, a tip of the hat to Jerome McKinley, too. He had a huge first quarter, forced a lot of turnovers, and he had, 9 points there at the end of the first quarter, 14 at halftime. So he was a big reason that you guys were able to come away with this. But after that, now you kind of got into a half-court game. And that plays into your style, doesn't it? When you can spread the floor offensively and let you drive the lane and create.
Yep, me and Sexton both can drive really well. Grady drives, and whenever we drive, we like to look out for our teammates, kick it out if they draw the extra double team, distribute the ball, and we can play half-court set. We do like to run, but when it comes to it, we can play half-court offense.
Well, you did very well tonight. Where do you want to be in the tournament?
We want to be the 1 seed. Now that we beat Green, everyone was debating, saying who's going to be the 1 seed, winner of Green us. So this was a really big win, and I hope we get the 1 seed, and then we can play to go to the Convo and hopefully go to the regional semis. That's our goal.
And you may see Green again then.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
That would be the 3rd time this season, and that would be a fun one.
That's a great game tonight, and Tyler Caldwell here, congratulations, and good luck in tournament play when the time comes. Hope to see you again.
You too.
Great night.
Hickey's Hamburger Inn has the best hamburgers in town and the best fries and gravy.
I love Hickey's Burgers. They're the best.
This is Shug at Hickey's Hamburger Inn. Come down and see us. It's the home of the big yogi, where virgins are always welcome.
And we're back to Homer Pellegrinin Gymnasium here at New Boston High School, and we're speaking with Coach Corey Allison and a couple of his ball players here. I'll talk to him first, and then we'll speak to them individually, or maybe just ask them some questions along the way. You guys can hear me okay, right? Well, they'll need the mic, though, so we might have to trade that off a little bit. But Coach Allison talked about the game as you saw it tonight. Coming into that first quarter, that full-court press just really knocked Green's socks off, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. We prepared all season long to be an up-tempo type of team and to get our wheels rolling. That's the type of players that we have with the young freshmen, Jerome and Grady, who leads the way. And, of course, with Caldwell and Sexton, we think that, we get our wheels turning. I think that we can kind of get some teams off balance a little bit.
Sure, yeah. And, when people look at New Boston, they look at these guys on top of the scoring chart, Kyle Sexton, Tyler Caldwell tonight. Between the two of them score 40-plus points. But you've got these playmakers here, too. You've got a little bit of a bench there, don't you?
Yeah. We have a couple guys that come off the bench. Marcus Saunders, he comes off, but to start these two guys here, Jackson and McKinley, it's huge. And they did a good job of picking up the slack tonight.
Okay. Coach, what is it that you actually do specifically for the team?
Mostly defensively, and just I'm the intensity guy.
Okay. Okay.
I'm always pushing them to be better, not to settle. But the defensive strategy-wise, that's what I push, with the team, and try to, at least help us going into the games with a little bit of advantage.
Okay. So what you look at the end of the game is more the guest side of the scoreboard.
Yes.
You look at the points scored against and say, yes. That's what I'm concerned about right there.
Exactly.
So good job there getting the team ready for tonight's game. I'll tell you what, that 2-2-1 press really put you ahead of the game.
You know what? I mean, I tell Coach Cox, I said, we're not going to overthink it. I mean, you can't practice it with these guys.
Right.
I mean, these guys, they execute it to a T at times, and I don't think no team can prepare for it.
Sure.
And they'll break it a few times here and there, but these guys are relentless. They want to be in it. They come to practice every day, work hard. We make them run, and they don't even cry or complain about nothing. So we're like, why hold them back? Let the horses loose.
That's right. That's right. And if you'll hand the headset over to Grady Jackson, and Coach Allison, he said, can I bring my two freshmen over? That's a wonderful thing to have a couple of freshmen who can play at the level that you young men play tonight. And Grady Jackson's my first one here, 5'9" guard. And what I'm going to ask you about is your defensive intensity. You had the task of holding down Kimbler, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
I knew coming in that he's a great player. He's definitely an all-district type player, and I had to bring my A game if I wanted to hold him and get this win.
Yeah, he was limited somewhat at halftime. Did a good job there, and then the third quarter, he had 3 threes in a row. Then all of a sudden, you saw Coach put in this number 2 Grady Jackson fella, and all of a sudden he got blanked there in that fourth quarter. He had 4 points, but you pretty much shut him down because he was the go-to guy on every trip down the floor. So that puts a lot of pressure on you. How do you handle that?
I've trained myself, and my teammates around me, they keep me grounded, and they help me never fold under pressure, especially my coach right here.
Yeah. How do you deal with it when Coach Cox yells at you? Why do you foul that far out? Huh? How do you deal with that?
It's all love. It's all love. He's trying to make me better.
That's right. That's right. If you will, hand it on over then to
sir.
Jerome McKinley. Yeah, that'll reach a little ways. So Jerome McKinley, 5'10" freshman. Guard came in here tonight, and we were talking earlier, Jerome, and I said, you know what, our most valuable player, Toro Loco most valuable player, it'll go to Kyle Sexton. He had 22 points tonight. He had a big game, and he was a go-to guy there late. But I'll tell you what, really, really thought hard about giving it to you. because that first quarter play that you had. They jumped out there, and you were the guy that really scored. You're a guy that had a lot of steals off that full court press. Tell us about that first quarter.
Well, I mean, from St. Joe, I learned from it, and people said don't put your head down, gain from it. So I came out and told Coach Corey and Coach Cox that I'm going to do my thing.
So what happened in the St. Joe game that you needed to change?
Well, I was missing layups, but I missed layups too, but I was still like playing to my full potential and not giving up.
Right, and that defensive intensity, that'll lead to layups, right? You're going to miss one every once in a while, but if you take a bunch of them, that's a good thing. Well, you played a really good game tonight, and like I say, I feel like you were an integral part of things there in that first quarter, and then throughout the game, continuing to play good defense and just keeping them together out there. How you feel about the result of things, 73-63?
Well, I mean, we could do better. That we should have dropped 90 on them. They should have not even got 63.
Okay, you know what? I love it. You know, it's not good enough. And I tell you what, they say that players are reflections of their coach. And I think Adam Cox would say the same thing. It's never good enough, is it, until you get that state championship under your belt, right? All right, so we got a long way to go. It looks like New Boston probably will get that number 1 seed going into the tournament, and we'll see what Coach Allison, Coach Cox, and young Mr. Jerome McKinley does with that. And on that, congratulations, big game, big win, 73-63 from New Boston High School. New Boston improves to 14-5 on the season, and we'll look forward to seeing them again. Look for this next game after this one tonight, Valley at Northwest. And for Chuck Jones, this is Jay Miller at New Boston High School. Good night.